So where does it go from September 11th? As I say in the piece that I passed out today, that what happened in September is an absolute tragedy, and the people who are responsible for killing the innocent men, women, and children must be punished. It's inconceivable that they wouldn't be punished. And yet, what I see and what I fear is that our reaction to September 11th runs the great risk of putting us further behind if we don't act smarter in terms of not only creating world relationships for this battle, but beyond this battle. This coalition can't be justified a war. It has to be a coalition to establish peace. And we haven't heard the word peace used since September 11th. I'm not saying we're there yet, but we haven't heard the word peace used at all, that one of our goals is to establish world peace and world harmony. And it worries me a great deal. I think to the extent that we know that the bombing so far has been strategic, it's been measured, and we haven't heard of, and I hope we don't hear of, the substantial loss of innocent lives. And as most of you know, the reason I'm so concerned about this, that you should be concerned about this, is that Afghanistan is not new to war. Afghanistan has a legacy of war. And what we forget, and what worries me the most, is that we are, in many respects, responsible for what's going on in that country now. We seem to forget that just 20 years ago, that we substantially supported the Afghans, the Osama bin Ladens, the Taliban, and comparable groups in their fights against the Soviet Union. We were fighting against a Cold War. We can't forget that. We can't forget that just 6 months ago, we gave $43 million to the Taliban to fight the war against drugs. We gave them money to fight the war against drugs. And so we sort of forget that we have these complicated relationships around the world, but we have not educated the American people to realize how complex they are. We are the least educated community about international relations. Our sense of what's going on, I think we get the most of it from something like The Simpsons, right? I mean, our level of knowledge is shockingly absent when it comes to world affairs. We have 30 minutes of national news. We may have a 30-second portion of international news, and it's only an American view. I've traveled around the world, and it's amazing, no matter what country I go to, most of the news is about the world, not about the local country. It's about the world. And we're just the opposite because we're so comfortable. We're so settled. We don't even get into dialogues about what's going on in the world.